Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and welcome back to some more Fallout 4. Welcome back to the series, guys. We are here inside of the Institute. It has finally happened. We are here. We have met Father. We have met Sean. And now we are to meet everybody else here within the Institute, which is going to be the focus of this video, is basically exploring the Institute itself. My trusty power armor is going to remain in this room, at least for the time being. I never really did much with the Institute. I sided with the Brotherhood of Steel, as I've said many times, my first ever playthrough. This is my second complete playthrough of the game. And so I don't know if I get my own room or something like that, where maybe I can have a power armor or crafting station somewhere, or a place where I can build things. But for now, we're just going to leave it here inside of what I assume to be Father's office. I'm not even entirely sure, but that's the old trusty power armor, man. Found that on top of the roof of the Museum of Freedom, and we have been upgrading it and making it better ever since throughout the entirety of the series. Without that, I surely would have not gotten this far. But let's leave Father behind here for the time being. We're going to go explore the Institute. The objective that we have right now is just to basically... Oh, actually, they want... the Railroad wants us to go ahead and do that, but we are not doing that. We are going to be meeting with the division leaders. And since I do have a level up point, let's go ahead and spend that. I figure there's nothing I overly want right now. Right? And that's kind of an issue. So here's what I'm kind of thinking. There's two things we could do here. One... I could just go ahead and spend it on Fortune Finder, which would be somewhat helpful. I'd find more cabs and containers, therefore probably won't be as broke as often. But two, I could just go ahead and save this point until I hit level 21, because at level 21, I'm getting Commando 3, which will increase the damage of my Righteous Authority, of course, because I'm going full auto. But I could also get Hacker 3. Which would be nice. These both unlock at level 21. So I think I'm just going to save it. More caps would be nice, but as soon as I hit 21, I can get Hacker 3 and Commando 3, both of which sound pretty awesome for the character that I'm playing. Of course, I do use the fully automatic Righteous Authority.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Oh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
Why'd she duck? Two, the synth didn't actually say anything. So they're going to phase out the old synths. Now, does that mean they're going to kill off these synths, or they're going to stop producing them? Because stopping production seems to make sense if you're just going to make new ones.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Yeah, I mean...
Hi, Doc. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
Wanting to find my boy, I guess would be the answer. Yep, there you go.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely, of course.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It sounds pretty basic. I mean, you make sure everything works. You run the power. You run, I mean, that's what it basically seems like.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Yeah, that's... I knew that already because, of course, I've beaten the game before. I do my best not to spoil stuff for people that haven't already seen it. But even in my first playthrough, I'm like, so you guys like dug straight down, basically, and then just kept building and building and building, and then I guess maybe blocked it off. Because I imagine if you go into the basement of the CIT ruins now, there is just going to be a doorway to the Institute. Right? It's blocked off now. The only way in and out is via teleportation. And most of these synths apparently are the only people that actually leave. I mean, people stay.
Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Very
Remember
creepy.
to conserve power at every opportunity. I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
All right. Cool. I don't think I actually need to head in here. Well, I'm just gonna follow the arrows basically and just go where I need to
One
go.
relay and 2 more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
All right, synth retention though.
You
No.
know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
Doc?
Welcome.
This guy seems like he might be the
It is
Patriot.
so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What is it you do here?
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
But you were ransacked in the middle of the night by a random security sweep. What was that about? Guess I'm gonna go this way now.
Greetings, ma'am.
Hi. You look like a stormtrooper, sorta.
Hey.
All systems nominal.
All right. I guess I'm heading into the Institute SRB, wherever the SRB actually is.
Of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're
Good to
dragging
see
their
you.
feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some
Report
courses
anything
with me.
suspicious to the SRB.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
I missed most of that
The
conversation.
directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, acting director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why don't you trust me?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Well, why would they want to escape? There you go.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'd have to go back and look at the episode. Did I beat him to death with a big stick? Because I'm pretty positive I was out of ammo and I beat him to death with a big stick. I could be wrong, but that may have been it. I'm not entirely sure. I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough. I'm no stranger to combat. I guess I got lucky.
I guess I just got lucky.
That's hardly helpful. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I guess might be it. Sir, acting as head of the SRB against Synth Retention Bureau. Who are you filling in for? Yeah, who are you filling in for? I would like to know more about the...
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
So you say you're... Okay, so one, they say synths do not feel they are machines, so they don't know why they're escaping. They're robots, right? But it's quite obvious they have some free will.
It's an honor to meet you, ma'am.
You too, Courser guy. So it's obvious they have free will. At least to me, it makes sense that they would have free will. Or at least some version of it. And they say, like, well, we're not sure why they are escaping. It's under investigation. Well, you're never going to find out why they escaped if as soon as you get them, you erase their memory entirely, so they're not even going to be able to tell you why they were maybe trying to escape. Right? Shouldn't you just be like, why did you leave? And I'm sure it's going to be like, I don't want to live
Smell like
here.
you've been above ground.
What is that supposed to mean? So, I don't know, just food for thought. Let's look at some of the other stuff in here. Just I don't know what any of this does. What's on this here terminal? I don't like these circular screens that much. Access logs. Who's signing in? People. Inventory management. Ooh. Well. Ooh. Wait a minute. All right, so inventory management. 361 count bottle caps, 100 count fusion cells. I want that so bad. 1 count rifle armament, so that's a gun. 20 count fusion cells. These are withdrawals and deposits. Can I grab these somehow? Our new visitor. As you know, Father has granted full access to our new visitor from the surface. That includes the entirety of the SRB. While we must accommodate Father's wishes with this matter, I also want to remain, we must also remain diligent. Refrain from discussing any sensitive information, especially the ongoing investigation involving the Gen 3 synths. In an ideal world, the Railroad will have no influence over our new guests if we do not live in an ideal world. Director Ayo. I love how his name is Ayo. Here we go. This is so cool. I'm starting to wonder if M762, the infiltrator unit McDonough, hasn't begun to outlive its usefulness. As you know, the mayor of Diamond City is Mayor McDonough. He, full-on spoiler, is a synth. All right, you find that out, I guess, when you go back to Diamond City. Like, there's a big fiasco with Piper, and if you kill him, you'll find that there's a synth component in his body. So I've never actually seen this before. Assuming the identity of the Diamond City's mayor has provided... They switched the real McDonough with a synth? Assuming the identity of Diamond City's mayor has provided us with invaluable intelligence over the years, but suspicions have only continued to mount. This latest incident, the publication of that newspaper article specifically calling McDonough's humanity into question, might just be the tipping point. I've spoken to Ayo, and we both agree if the situation does become untenable, reclamation seems unfeasible. M762 was specifically engineered to mimic the actual human McDonough. As such, the unit's synthetic biology is that of someone overweight and grossly out of shape. A memwipe would kill any psychological weaknesses attributed to the self-perceived old age, but the body lost cause. The real irony here is that M762 is, in one of its dispatches back to the Institute, requested a future posting in the Coursers, citing loyalty and years of service. That and that request alone was evidence enough of self-awareness and determination. When and if, let's call him McDonough's identity is eventually compromised, the unit is effectively decommissioned in field. No reclamation, no institute assistance, given its relative age and physical condition, not to mention the danger of inherent... yeah, so basically, if McDonough gets discovered, he's on his own. So what happened to the real McDonough? What do they do with the real people? Why do they switch with people? Like, it was an infiltrator unit, as they call it. So why do they do that? Access to the SRBs, come to my attention, certain colleagues are dissatisfied with our policies and procedures. I'm sure... well, that doesn't really tell me anything. Yeah, there's so many questions I have regarding the Institute, and I hope that those answers are somewhere in here, you know? And this looks like... okay. So, wait a minute. I remember this. Wait, it's gonna be they're gonna be sitting like on a table or something. Fusion cell right there. Tweezers don't need that. Sensor don't need that. Applicator definitely don't need that. Applicators, spanners. Okay, yeah. If I remember correctly, there's a room somewhere in here. It's like a firing range of sorts. Where, yes, here we go. Fusion cell ammo. Oh, so happy. 32 flares. I don't know why we have all those, but I'll take it. Look at all the fusion cell ammo. Black Institute lab coat? Oh. Like, I'm not going to take that. Okay, so what's this actually look like, though? It better be as cool as what I'm currently rocking. I don't know if I consider that a black lab coat, but I like it. One of the things maybe I should do this via a mod. Now, I'll see if there's a mod available, and if so, I might feature it in the next episode. This might be cool. What would be kind of neat is if I replaced my Pip-Boy with like an Institute version of a Pip-Boy, because I am playing with them throughout the rest of the series, right? I mean, looking at my nice everything, then looking at this old Pip-Boy that I found off of a dead person in Vault 111. You know, it kind of seems a lot of place, but at the same time, this has been the same, you know, the same Pip-Boy that I've used the entirety of the series. But still, I'll look and see if there's a mod of sorts. I'll be like either like a white Pip-Boy, a clean white Pip-Boy, or just a cleaner, like not rusty version of a Pip-Boy, like a new one, basically. We'll see if any of those exist. If they do, then you know, I'll take that recorder. Synth relay grenade. I don't know what that does. I don't know if there's any... would there be ammo in these guns? I don't know. I'm just basically taking everything in here. Yeah, I remember this part. This is cool. Is there anything else?
Courses on the hunt are relentless.
Yes,
if you see one, you should stay out of its way.
You're here.
It's definitely a big stick. Now, I'm going to show you guys some technology here.
Synth can malfunction.
I'm going to show you guys some very advanced technology. So I call this the big stick.
Just wish it didn't happen.
All right, it's called a big stick. Now, when confronted by a rogue synth, you simply swing the big stick as such. Now, I don't want to do that again because I don't want to hurt anything in here or accidentally hit somebody. But you simply swing the big stick.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more
Your
seriously.
energy rifles, such as this, are not very helpful in comparison to the big synth, or the big stick. I almost called it big synth because I was reading what the person was saying. All right, let's go and check out some other places, I guess. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember, but in my memory anyway, every major story event has resulted in me running out of ammo and then using the big stick. It just seems to always end up working out for me. So I don't know what's up with the Institute in particular, and if it's much more noticeable as I actually play the game as compared to... Just look at this, man. It's so weird. It's much more visible as I actually play the game as compared to showing up on the recordings. But I continuously keep tanking my frame rate for some reason whenever I'm here inside of the Institute. It happened towards the end of the last episode, which is part of the reason why I cut it off. I actually had to stop recording and restart recording partway through the last episode because, like, right now it's you guys can't see it, but I'm at 45 FPS right now. I have it set so I don't go above 100, so I'm typically at 95 frames per second when I play this game. But for some reason, it's tanking a lot here inside the Institute.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
I see ammo. I see ammo. These are relay grenades. It's not ammo. I'm gonna take the Institute pistol. Take them fusion cells. I don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna take that pistol. Can I get...
Doctor?
No, not you. I want the ammo.
Oh, hi there.
Hi.
Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. Well, that was productive.
So hers is blue. I want a blue Institute outfit. Mine's black, which is okay. A red one would go good. The hair, I don't know why I should not be standing here probably, but I just want to check and see if there's some... Oh, more ammo right here. Look, all the fusion cell ammo. I don't even know if I need to grab the actual pistols themselves, but just having the ammo is so freaking cool. There's... Oh. There's a door there. So who am I talking to? Hello. Oh, I faintly remember her. Sean lives in there. Or Sean hangs out in there at one point. I remember Sean being in that room.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
I guess it shouldn't. What are you working on?
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
That seems unnecessary. No, it doesn't. It seems quite practical, really. I don't want one of the things near me. Thanks, I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Well, there's a lot. Okay, so no spoilers of any kind. We tried to avoid that stuff. I tiptoe around it best I can. This woman is involved with the Brotherhood of Steel ending. If you play through the Brotherhood of Steel campaign, play with them as your main faction, this woman is involved. I'm not going to say how, where, when, why, or anything like that, but she is. That's why I recognized her. That's why I was like, oh, I remember you, because, yeah. All right, so I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind. Yeah.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Huh? So I think the third Phase 3 that they keep referring to is advanced system notes is going to be a new generation of synths, Generation 3.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Vinay has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Yeah, I would say so. So if you simply just go between divisions here. We're not sure why those synths are trying to escape or what's going on with them. They're not real humans. Whereas you got these people saying, this guy is so freaking lifelike, it's freaking us out. That I'm not allowed to use that terminal without technically stealing from them. So I guess we're going to avoid doing that. But let's do a quick save just in case. It's been a while. We'll do a quick save. Yeah, it's interesting learning all this stuff from the Institute, and I feel as though, whether on camera or off, I'm not even sure, but I should really take the time to like read a lot of the terminals and stuff like that are in here. Because
is it true?
I'm sure there's lots of good information.
77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Father's
Father's
work
has been a real inspiration for advanced systems.
Good morning. Would you care for some pre-processed nutritional supplements?
Yeah.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Institute bottled water. I wonder like how much better Institute food packet. I wonder how much better this stuff is as compared to like, oh, I guess I can check. Purified water, 40 HP. Seems to be pretty much the same as regular old purified water that I can make in a puddle up up in the Commonwealth. Now, can I take any of the stuff behind here? I wonder. Clean coffee can. See, this is what's so cool. Ice cold Nuka-Cola. Holy alcohol. That is a lot of alcohol, which can give you charisma, which is helpful. Ice cold gives you more benefit than like a regular old Nuka-Cola would. And there's actually a companion I think you can get. Isn't he a cooler of some kind? There's something you can do to make it so your beverages become ice cold, which will... I want to say it doubles the effectiveness of like the health it gives you back and stuff, but double might be a little bit too much. Here is going to be bioscience. Here's the thing. Do we go full on with this playthrough? I don't know if you can do this. I don't know. I've obviously, again, never done it. Can we sell out Virgil like entirely instead of helping him? Can I be like, nah, he's in the cave? Or can I just like not show up and like let him wither there?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here.
Are you talking about above
Those people
ground?
are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
It's great to have you here.
It's great to be here. It's very green and lush and nice in here.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, like, what's going on here?
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, there are gorillas in here. I didn't see them as I walked in, but there are definitely gorillas. Sounds like a waste of time to be create something more useful.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I did. I doubt it. I don't think I'll fit in. As of right now, I just want to keep an open mind. I'm an outsider.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I have lots of questions. All right, so tell me about those synth gorillas. You mentioned medical care.
You mentioned medical care? I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist, and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
All right. So where's this doctor? He's in the infirmary, but isn't that here? Yes, so here are the gorillas.
The Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Gorillas.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Sorta. It's not great. I mean, there are times where it's fine. But, you know, if you look at it from like a realistic point of view, like I don't think I'd really like living in the Commonwealth at all. Like, it'd be cool, like the idea of like the post-apocalypse and stuff like that. Like that part of it's kind of neat. Can I get inside here? But aside from that, like all of your food and water being irradiated, you guys don't have any M. Yes, Black Institute lab coat. Lots of black ones. Can we get some color variations here? We'll save that for a second. I think that leads us to where Virgil was. Here's going to be a terminal. Department notices. Special guest has arrived. Now that our guest of honor is here, I want to remind everyone to be polite, accommodating, and welcoming. It's not often we receive visitors from the surface, and this occasion is more special than most. This is from, okay, so just make a good first impression. Synth zoology, the next step. I have some exciting news to share with all of you. Father has approved the next phase of my proposed synth zoology initiative, and I'm already in the process of setting up a schedule for the initial prototyping phase. As has always been the case, this is a low priority project. So are they going to make animals? Is that the plan? Oh, well, can we go back up? How do I do that? I just want to see how many pages there were. As has always been the case, this is a low priority project. For those of you who find yourselves with free time, are welcome to contribute. I'll make a few preliminary decisions, but you don't have to be all eager. Okay. Yeah, basically, they're going to work on zoology stuff. Power conservation. All right. Well, nothing of real interest there. Yeah, man, this is, I don't know what's up with this frame rate here. It is absolutely tanking inside of here. But let's go inside here, and then we may actually be done. Have we met everybody? We need to use network scanner holotape. Where is that? Is that something I just have on me? I don't know. But this looks older. Okay, maybe this doesn't lead to Virgil's office. No, it does, maybe. Virgil's office is kind of like this. Like it's like on fire, if I remember correctly. So this is like old Institute, which is interesting. All right, so what exactly we need to do? Network scanner holotape? That'd be under like miscellaneous, but I don't think I have anything like that. Network scanner holotape. Message from Tom. Wait a minute. Tinker Tom? These are two different missions here. This is the one we got for entering the Institute and working, of course, with Father and all them. This is the one for the railroad. It just seems, I don't know. It's, whatever. Message from Tom. The Big D, whoever that is, demanded a tutorial to be included, so here it is. Short version. Plug this into any Institute terminal and copy the message. Long version. Patriot's been sending us short encoded messages for years using an evil little encryption scheme. It was a bitch and a half to reverse engineer. Patriots got... Yeah, this is from Tinker Tom. Why is this... Why is this part of the Institute's mission? Yeah, TT out. This is from Tinker Tom. Why is that part of... What? I'm so confused as to what they want me to do here. Well, I'm going to end off the episode there, I think, because I don't want to do anything I regret by accidentally uploading that when I don't want to be helping them whatsoever. It's kind of a cool room. I don't want to be helping those guys whatsoever, yet maybe I have to as to be able to continue the story. Let me know about that down there in the comments. And if you guys know of any... I'm going to keep just taking these recorders that are just randomly sitting around. If you guys know of This is locked. Of any really cool Pip-Boy mod, I guess I'm gonna browse them. But if you know of one that would be perfect for the playthrough, please let me know down there in the comments. You don't need a link to it or anything like that. You can just say, hey, try this one. High-powered microscope, stim pack, blood packs. Oh man, look at all the stuff in here. I'm gonna live forever. High-powered microscopes, applicators, injectors. I wonder if these tools or anything, like, I wonder if they actually contribute to making any interesting things. I don't know. But yeah, lots of freaking cool stuff to loot around here. Ooh. This looks like a back storage room of sorts. Anything cool in here? No? Alright, but yeah, maybe I'll do a little bit of research just to make sure, like, do I have to, like, upload that to a terminal? Because, like, that's very clearly, like, the Tinker Tom thing. Or can I, like, choose the side with the Institute by showing them the tape? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. It's a little bit confusing. I'll do some research, and so I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun with it. We're learning more and more about the Institute, and that's pretty freaking awesome. Once again, guys, hope you enjoyed. Drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
It's all over, but the cry